Today's question is, what makes a guy a creep?
What's really good, YouTube, Authentic fam, Get Fit fam, Authentic Alpha's back again with another countdown video. And this one is gonna be 7, that's right, 7 things that make your ass creepy. Or 7 reasons that women find guys creepy, or 7 behaviors that women call creepy. I don't know, we'll figure the title out by the time we upload. But before we get into that 7, some quick announcements. So if you guys are asking me when am I going to start that bulking challenge, so it's looking like probably towards the end of August is when I'll start leading up to it. So I'd like to start probably the 1st of September. Would be awesome. I'm going to be doing a lot of eating around that time. It's my girlfriend's birthdays, the 1st of September, so it's going to be a lot of eating out. But I'm already stocking up on certain foods. I might get a run of supplements. Not sure yet. We'll see. Couldn't hurt. But I'm gonna go ahead and remind you guys in some future videos to come this month. So anybody that's interested in getting big, putting on some size and being efficient about it, we're gonna be going through all the basics, all the necessities, the tips, the hacks, the tradition, all the things that you guys need to know to put you ahead of the game. Like you see, I'm already here keeping consistent with my water. I got my soda here, not diet, because it's just a bunch of extra freaking calories. But for you guys that don't do sugary drinks, God bless you. I don't 90% of the year. But right now, when I'm trying to get big, every extra calorie counts. So we're going to be going through all that good stuff to help guys put on size. It's not easy, guys. Trust me. It definitely isn't easy. Right now, I'm coming in at 215. I just competed a little over a month ago, or like a month ago. I just competed at like 190. It was between like 190, 194. I was fluctuating, but I weighed in at 189 and then carved up for stage to about 190. And then some points I was like 194, right? And already a month later, I'm back up to 215. The biggest I've ever been is 227, so looking to pass that. So if you're curious, my personal goal is going to be 230. So I need to get to 230 in order for my challenge to be a success. You guys are going to have to come up with your own number of what your target weight is, and the time frame is probably going to be maybe 100 days, maybe 125 days. I'm going to sort all that out in the near future, but it's going to take at least 3 months to see some significant weight gains, probably even longer. You know what I mean? 6 months is really a good place, which would be what? Basically 200 days. What else? Movie reviews. I love movies. I watch a lot of damn movies. Always have, and I'm always analyzing them, breaking them down. So this channel obviously has nothing to do with movie reviews, but I would like to do them, and I think there's a lot of value in movies in general. A lot of hidden messages, a lot of gems, a lot of jewels. So get in the comments and let me know what you think about the bulking challenge. If you guys are interested in getting big, let me know in the comments, and let's see how many guys are really interested in that service. I don't know. In my opinion, I feel like more guys are trying to cut down, but we are going towards the fall and the winter. So if you guys are interested in putting on some damn size, you're tired of being skinny, you're tired of not being able to have any presence when you actually do cut down, if you ever have, being skinny and lean doesn't mean shit, guys. Hate to tell you this. Unless you're a long distance runner, who cares? Who cares about your abs when you're like 150 pounds? And also let me know what you guys think about the movie reviews. Just this month alone, or this past month, I watched Thor: Love and Thunder a couple of times. I watched Nope, which was phenomenal, and I'm not a Jordan a Jordan Peele fan at all. Get Out was alright. I mean, I didn't like it as much as people generally did. That movie was supposed to do amazingly well. I thought it was alright. It was a pretty good movie. But Nope is off the chain. It's a very, very unique movie, very interesting. And what else? If you have Netflix, which everybody does, it's probably the most popular streaming platform, definitely watch The Gray Man. I saw The Gray Man in the theater and on Netflix. So that's a really kick-ass movie. But anyhow, let me know what you think about the movie reviews. And without any further ado, let's get into this list. So, number one, and these are not in any order of severity, like severe to less severe, most severe, whatever. These things are probably equal violations. All right, although some of them could get your ass put in jail. Some Me Too shit. But following women. Okay? Now, some of you are like, wait, following? Is he talking about Instagram? Or is he talking about TikTok? Or is he talking about like in real life? You'd be right. I'm talking about all that shit. Don't fucking follow women on social media if they don't follow you back. Whatever you just said, scrap that and listen to what I just said. Don't follow women unless they follow you. Period. Like, just put a fucking period behind that. Done. Okay? Done. Unless you're some fanboy that follows celebrities or some shit with blue checks, actresses, or something like that, bro, don't be following chicks that don't follow you back. Okay? That's it. Case closed with that. Okay? You can't be a creep following a chick that follows you back. You see what I'm saying? A lot of these things that I'm going to say to you guys are going to be very, very definitive, because this is about protecting yourself, and this is about not having to wonder, am I a creep? Am I being a creep? Am I creeping right now? You won't have to worry about it if you follow what the fuck I'm saying. If you follow what I'm saying to the T, and just that's what it is. Black and white. Yes or no. Up or down. No gray area. If you do that, you won't ever have to worry, are you being a creep? So, do not follow women that don't follow you. Done. Next, in real life.
What makes a guy a creep?
I think when they follow you around after you make it clear that you're not interested.
Just if like someone's like following your every move and they keep following you after you're like no.
I feel like they've got this walk like about them. It's like a bit like, it's literally like, the creepy walk. Yeah. There's this
Can you demonstrate the creep walk?
You're like this?
like that, like, yeah, there's like the
Don't be like following some girl around the nightclub. Don't be following a girl around the mall or anything like that, bro. You see a girl, you like a girl, shoot your shot. If she's with it, she's with it. If she's not, she's not. Done. On to the next one. Because what happens is when you're following a chick, you're putting yourself in a really weird situation. This is something that young guys are guilty of often, and drunk guys are guilty of. Because women, generally speaking, unless they're a straight up, C word, aren't really direct. Women tend to be pretty indirect. So a lot of times a chick is kind of like uncomfortable and she's trying to say, all right, like stop following me, like beat it, but she won't actually say like, yo, stop following me. So the guy's like walking behind her or trying to like walk with her and talk with her, and she goes left, he goes left, she goes right, she goes right, she goes up the escalator, he goes up the escalator. At this point, he's following her, and she is not necessarily, most likely, not going to actually tell him, dude, stop following me. But what she will do is start dialing on her phone. What she will do is wait till she passes security or something and be like, this guy's bothering me. And now you're like, whoa, oh, hey, no, I had no idea. Looks like you're following her. If it feels like you're following her, if she's not stopping to talk to you, if she's not saying, hey, come with me, if she's not giving you the body language that says walk with me, if she's not actually saying walk with me, if she's not engaging in conversation with you actively, don't walk in the same direction as her, bro. She's not interested if she walks away from you, all right? Excessive texting. All right, so for you guys that text girls and don't get a response from the girl and have the nerve to actually text the girl again, bro, this is something that me and my in-group used to have as a protocol when I was like in middle school and high school. And it was crazy because back then it was like pager time. There was no cell phones yet. But we had a protocol and an understanding. If you call a girl and she says, hey, I gotta call you back, or she says, or she doesn't pick up, but someone else picks up, and they say they're gonna give her the message, anything like that, you don't call the girl back again, bro. You wait for her to call you. If she doesn't call you, you just leave it alone.
When a guy texts you all the time.
If they ask nudes when they met you, when he texts you non-stop,
checking up on you every hour, and they're just like, why aren't you answering me? What are you doing? Like, very controlling.
When you don't reply, he just keeps going.
Yeah, it's very creepy.
Why do you think they do that?
Because they're creepy.
Because they're a creep.
Like one of my best friend's older cousin, and he used to give us a lot of game. And he said, when you meet a chick and you like a chick, and it's like, this was cold approaching, but we didn't use that term because that was the only way to meet girls back then, was cold approach. So you didn't need to give it a term. It was like, if you meet a girl, that's the only way, is you went up to her. So he said, listen, when you meet a girl, a lot of times don't even bother asking for her number. Just give her your number. That way, you're not gonna waste your time, because if she hits you up, you know she's interested. If she doesn't hit you up, she wasn't interested enough. And that's going to be very important later on. I'm going to touch on, well, actually, I'll just go ahead and tell you right now. There came a point in my early to mid 20s where I told myself, you know what? I'm not dealing with any chicks that aren't as interested or more interested in me as I am in them. So what I started doing was implementing all kind of tests to gauge a woman's interest level. And I was very, very strict on scoring that test. And that was just a hybrid or evolved version of the concept that younger dude taught us. I mean, that older dude taught us when we were younger, which was give her your number. That's one of those, that's what inspired the tests that I developed later. And maybe I'll make a video about those tests, because this is already running too long. I'm already running on a rant. There's just so much information I want to give you guys. But what inspired that was the test of giving her your number to see if she's interested enough to call you. And you also stand out from other guys, because most guys don't do it that way. Most guys get the girl's number, which puts you in the potential bugaboo box. It puts you in the potential thirst box. It puts you in the potential creep box, because now you're calling her, and if you don't get her, you don't know if it's because she doesn't want to talk to you or because she genuinely was busy or just didn't get the call, right? And if she doesn't call you back, you're like, well, she's not calling me back because she's shy, or she's not calling me back because she's waiting for me to call. All these guessing games are a waste of motherfucking time, because you could just meet another girl in that time frame and try that one. And you might get lucky and a chick from last week hits you up out the blue and you're like, oh, I thought she wasn't interested. Guess she is. The point of number 2 is, do not be excessively texting girls that do not text you back. Girls are into the whole texting thing. So if you text more than a girl, you are the bitch. Number 3, staring. All right, now this is important. One of the things that you're gonna learn is eye contact. Now there's a difference between eye contact and staring.
When he stares at you too much and he just doesn't stop staring.
If he constantly looks at you all the time.
Do you find that a lot of guys stare?
I think it depends on the setting, to be honest.
Okay, where are they the worst starers?
Sometimes like outside of the club, so not necessarily people going to clubs, but people sometimes I feel like hang around outside and are kind of like staring at the people coming in and out. It's a bit strange.
There's a huge difference between eye contact with a woman and staring. Eye contact is what confident men with experience do when they are on the hunt and they see prey. Staring, okay, is what cowards do. Staring is what creeps do. Staring is what lames do. Staring is what the dude who doesn't know how to get the girl and isn't used to getting the girl does, but he likes the girl. She's so beautiful. Wow. Staring is gawking. All right, guys? So don't stare, make eye contact. And you should be able to assess from that eye contact whether or not she's even interested in you in the first place. Majority of women's communication with men is non-verbal. That's why so many guys are just like baffled by women. Oh, I don't know what to do. Well, what does she mean? Well, why did she do that? Well, why did she do that? Why didn't she call me back? Because that's not how they communicate, guys. All right? Number 4, invading of space. This will have you labeled as a creep in a heartbeat. And here's the thing. This one has absolutely nothing to do with gender. There are dudes that creep out dudes. All right? There's been plenty of dudes that have creeped me the fuck out. I'm in the gym and some guys coming over asking me questions and trying to make conversation. It's like, bro, you don't see I'm like in the middle of a fucking pump right now? You don't see I'm working out? What makes you think I have time to have this conversation with you. I can barely breathe right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm having this intense training session. You want to come over here and like ask me a whole bunch of questions and try to like force a conversation. You're invading my space.
Start to speak to you and they're too close, a bit touchy.
Okay.
That's creepy for me.
If he don't leave you space.
If he's really close?
Yeah, I think so.
We've got people in the club trying to invade your personal space. Is it that? Is it when somebody tries to invade?
Invading your space, yeah, that's it. Invading your space, coming up, touching you from behind, touching your bum, no.
So invading someone's space actually has nothing to do with like trying to pick up a girl. Just in general, you have to know when you are not wanted, when you're not welcome. All right? With women, facial expressions are going to be the strongest form of communication. Body language probably is going to come in second. Tone of voice is going to come in third. And then what they actually fucking say is going to come in like fourth or fifth, guys. So what I'm saying with that is, yes, pay attention to what women are saying, but more importantly, pay attention to what they mean. And more important, pay attention to what their body and their facial expressions and everything else is doing. All right. So don't invade people's space. All right. You will be labeled a creep no matter who you do it to, and you don't want to be that creep. And most people are too polite to say to you like, "Yo, get the fuck out of my face." I'm from New York, so I'm from a place where the populace will tell you, little children will tell you, "Your fucking breath stinks. Get out my face" in New York. Number 5, lack of awareness. Okay, so this one, I guess is kind of similar to why you might be invading somebody's space. It's kind of similar to why you might be texting someone that's not texting you back. It's kind of similar to why you might be following someone around that doesn't want your company. And it could be why you're staring at some chick and she's becoming super uncomfortable because she's like, I don't know why this creep is staring at me. Is he a serial killer? So yeah, lack of awareness. It's kind of the basis of all of these crimes.
I think it comes down to sensing the situation. And I have said this word from time and time again. Just sense. And I mean, body language tells so much.
It screams.
Exactly. Lingers even when you've given the signals that you want him to go away. Okay. So persistent.
So try to be aware. Try to learn how to read the room. All right. And if you're not getting direct, firm confirmations, you're probably not welcome. You're probably not wanted. You're probably not liked. And I'm not saying that like it's a terrible thing. That just means she's not feeling you. You know what I mean? She's just not feeling you. It's not the end of the world, guys. Number 6. Now this will get you automatically in the creep category, and a lot of guys do not know this. I don't hear content creators talking about it, but I'm gonna tell you because I've spent decades talking to women. I'm not just talking about like trying to smash them, you know what I mean? I'm talking about friends of girls that I'm dealing with. I'm talking about female family members. I'm talking about female co-workers. I used to be a bouncer at a strip club, so you think I didn't hear every complaint in the locker room? I used to be in the locker room, all the girls are butt-ass naked, basically doing the whole emotional tampon thing. The difference is I'm getting paid to listen to what they have to say, and I need to be savvy of what's going on. It's my job to be on top of things. If a dude's a creep, I got to be able to identify him way ahead of time, so that the girls don't get kidnapped, assaulted, molested, or maybe even robbed. You know, there's a lot of stick-up guys that try to rob female strippers in the parking lot and stuff like that, but they have to plot on them, scheme on them and stuff like that, which requires following and staring and all that other kind of stuff. So the point is, I used to be in the profession of not only having to be aware of creepy behavior, but also teach other guys how to identify it, being the supervisor of security. The best way to solve a problem is to prevent the problem, right? So, guys, aiming out of your league is number 6. And it's something that is not talked about, and it's very important because a lot of guys don't realize that the moment you try to hit on a girl, proposition a girl, approach a girl that in her mind is of higher marketplace value than you, you are automatically in the creep box. It doesn't even matter what you do or say at that point. It's who the hell does this guy think he is talking to me? He thinks that he can get me? What a creep.
Does it depend on how attractive you find the guy, whether or not it's creepy?
Absolutely.
Not really. Like,
So, to women, that kind of it like embodies all of those crimes without even actually committing those crimes. Let me explain. I don't want to go over anybody's afro. When you hit on a woman that's out of your league, what that says to her is that you will follow her, even though you haven't followed her. That you will stalk her, even though you haven't stalked her. Okay? Think about it. If she's out of your league in her mind, then you're a dude that will follow her and she doesn't follow you back on social media. You're a dude that will follow her to her car and try to talk to her when she's all alone so that you're not embarrassed if she rejects you, which is likely to happen because she's out of your league. Do you see what I'm trying to say? You're a dude that might have to force yourself on her because she wouldn't want you because she's out of your league. So what I'm trying to tell you is that when a woman is out of your league and you try to hit on her, in her mind, you will potentially do all of those creepy things. You will potentially invade her space. You will potentially constantly text her if you were to have her number. Just saying, guys, this is how they interpret it. So you need to know your marketplace value and you need to stay within that. I know I tell guys all the time, shoot for the stars, but what I'm saying is you need to be bringing something to the party where that could even be probable or possible. So don't be hollering at chicks that there's no damn way in all hell you can get them. And if you haven't got women of that caliber before, she's probably out of your league, guys. Number 7. Persistence. Now, I could go on a whole long ass rant about persistence. I could tell you how all of these things actually kind of fall into persistence, because if you're talking to a chick and she starts to walk and she didn't say, hey, I'm going this way, come with me, and you try to like continue walking and spitting at her, you're being persistent. If you keep texting a chick and she's not texting you back, returning your calls, you're being persistent. If you're staring at a girl and she's not giving you confirmation through her eye contact, you're being persistent. So what I will do, instead of giving you a bunch of examples of how you're being persistent, is I'll just simply tell you how you can prevent ever worrying about being too persistent. A rule that I have is never ask a female anything twice. Da-da! I make it really fucking easy for you guys, bro. Don't follow women that don't follow you back. See how easy that was? Don't text women until they text you back. See how easy I made that? I make it real easy. So if you ask a girl out and she says no or gives you the runaround or excuses, that's it. Drop it. Don't say, well, what about this thing? And what about that way? And what about if I carry the 1 and divide it by 2 and the square root of... No.
Because they keep on, like, they don't stop when they, yeah.
No, I think they think that it's okay because it's like over social media. I think, and it's like it's okay because it's like
it's as if it's harmless, but not really, because your phone's still in your pocket. It's still invading your space in some sort of a way.
Yeah, they could still be sweet to your face, not over text messaging, but when it's persistent over text messaging, that's when I think it's creepy.
Yeah, it's very creepy.
I think the inability to take no for an answer.
If a woman is interested in going out with you, bro, and she's not available when you ask her, she will tell you when she's available. She'll suggest it to you, okay? She won't let you sit there and go through the whole damn calendar. Well, what about the 27th of January? And what about, and what about, and what about, and what if, and what about? No, because women are indirect. So she's basically saying no, but she doesn't want to just come out and say no. Okay, guys? So to avoid being persistent, it's real simple. Don't ask women things more than once, bro. As I said a couple of times already through this video, women are not direct. So what I'm saying is you could be walking yourself down the creep aisle and not even know it, because she's not gonna keep pointing out to you all the uncomfortable and creepy things that you're doing. She's gonna let them accumulate until they reach a boiling point, and then she's gonna flip out on you, and the energy's gonna change real quick, and you're gonna be like, whoa, hey, sorry, I didn't, and then you're gonna look like a fucking idiot. You're gonna look like not only a creep, but you're gonna look like a problematic creep that needs to be dealt with, and you don't want that. And you know, guys will white knight on your ass in a heartbeat. They will tackle you. Okay, if a woman says, he's bothering me, and you'll be sitting there thinking, well, shit, she didn't tell me I was bothering her, right? So where I'm going with this is that one overall arching theme that will make you a creep before you even know it is just having a lack of experience with women in general.
Say if a guy's being creepy, do you tell him?
Yeah. If it's like the first time, I'm like, but if he does it a second time, it's like, no.
I think so because I'm a person who is too honest, I think.
You're like, you're being a creep.
So if it's a night out, I would be like, please leave me alone. Oh, my friends just come and they're like, leave her alone. They just like do the barrier.
I would 100%. I'd be like, no, get off.
After a while, I would, yeah.
I feel like if it got on my nerves, like if I felt a bit like uncomfortable, yeah.
So let's say a guy's being creepy, do you call him out?
Well, that's when you ghost, isn't it?
But do you think you should be educating them so they don't do it again?
Yeah, quite possibly.
And I know what you guys are thinking. Well, Allende, if I don't have experience with women, but trying to get at women, I could easily be interpreted as a creep. How do I get experience, like, without being a creep? Oh, well, I guess that's why you're gonna have to email me, and we're gonna have to have a one-on-one chat, my friend. All right, there's no one size fits all for that one. I'm sorry about that. I can't give you a definitive answer. I can't give you a number on a sheet to answer that question for you. Everybody's different. All right, guys. So anyhow, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Hope I put it into context for you so you don't, go down that slippery slope. Self-improvement is pretty much what you should be focusing on anyway. And as you improve yourself, as you become more attractive, yada, 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 it gets easier, guys. You know that. And you have to go into these things with a plan, I think. I think a lot of guys just kind of freeball it, spitball it. It's really not a good idea. I think you should kind of step back, look at the situation, read the room, start calculating, all right? Treat it like a bank heist. Okay, there's a security guard over there, there's a camera there. That's how you got to treat it, bro. You're like, okay, she's cute, she's with 3 other friends, they're going to go do this. Some guys are over there, some competition there. What about there? You know what I mean? Figure it out before you even walk over to the girl, bro. That way you're not like just spontaneous and playing it by ear until you have some experience. Work off of creating a plan first, and when you get comfortable, you start getting success with that, that's when you can start doing the spontaneous thing, all right? And you can start doing the freestyling and all that other kind of shit. All right, guys, you know what to do. The email is in every description. Hit me up. I know this is one of the things that's plenty of guys need help with or whatever. Anybody can be accused of being a creep, trust me, I know. But you're not gonna hear that about me, and if someone told you that, they're a fucking lie. Get the girl herself to tell you that, because a lot of dudes would be like, oh, some girl told me that. Bullshit. No girl fucking said that. You know why? Because I follow the fucking protocol. I follow the protocol to prevent that, to make that impossible. All right, guys, and you can do the same thing too. But in order for you to do that, you're going to have to accept not getting that particular girl. And I think that's a lot of guys' problem, is they keep on trying with the same one girl. No. Try with another girl, and if you keep coming up with the same result, you got to fix something with you. All right, I'm out of here. Let's keep it authentic. Peace.